If there were an animal with intelligence close to humans, but very tasty, would they be domesticated by humans? As food? Since ancient times, humans have treated animals in three ways: feast, execution, and servitude. If their body structure is different from humans, then the question is about chickens, ducks, and geese, cows, horses, sheep, and others. If they had human brains, would humans still eat them? Of course they would. High intelligence means delicious brain dishes, right? Moreover, intelligence does not affect human consumption. What affects humans is the growth period and meat yield. If the meat is very tasty, then don't blame humans for their enthusiasm. There are 9 cooking methods waiting for them. Of course, this assumes their body structure differs from humans. If their body structure and intelligence are similar to humans, that wouldn't stop humans from eating them. Not to mention they are not the same kind. Even if they were, humans have eaten each other. In ancient Shang dynasty, people not only used the Chang people for sacrifices, but also consumed them. They even used Chang skulls as wine cups. It is said that drinking from them could enhance intelligence. Each Shang person had their own brain-boosting drink. 6 Chang people. During the chaos of the 5 barbarians, the barbarians referred to the Han people as 2-horned sheep and classified them into 3 grades based on tenderness. Women were called unlimited sheep, children nuclear grains, and the elderly hard to squat, since it's difficult to crouch. If you open a history book, it indeed has 2 words written throughout: cannibalism. People from Guangdong's eyes gleamed. People from Fujian shivered. In human evolution, there once were 15 species. Now only 1 remains, which is the modern human species. Guess why the others were exterminated? Much of it was due to being eaten. The most famous is the Neanderthal. Early humans not only consumed food, but also used Neanderthals as resources. This resulted in about 2% of modern humans' DNA coming from Neanderthals. Thus, under extreme conditions, humans have no clear boundaries on what is edible. Just like an ant who has been killing fish for 10 years, inevitably lacks patience for small animals. After seeing so much killing, they would have no compassion when it comes to consuming other species. Returning to the initial question, if suddenly a species appeared with intelligence close to humans and had developed a civilization, then with the abundance of resources now, humans might not eat them, but they would definitely exterminate them. Nature's competition and the principle of exclusion tell us that groups with wisdom and civilization must be treated with utmost respect, which means extermination, unless they occupy different ecological niches. If they share the same niche, one must completely destroy the other. A group of monkeys that only throw stones is no threat. But if they learn to boil water, then they become a danger. Only one species can be at the top of the food chain. That is the terrifying upright creature. Do not think humans are cruel to animals. If it weren't for the primitive humans' cruel consumption, eating nearly all animals on land, humanity would not have survived to this day. So this is not a dark history. That is the path we have traveled. If an animal has only high intelligence, but not enough to form a basic civilization, the most cost-effective method would not be to eat them, but to enslave them. Because food is a one-time gain. If it cannot be harvested sustainably, it is a disgraceful waste. Killing for meat is just foolish consumption. But enslaving them can yield continuous wealth. Humans would provide simple training, then classify them by physical and intellectual abilities. Those with strong bodies would do labor, and those with high intelligence would be handlers. However, similar beings already exist on Earth. These beings often excel in certain areas, learning knowledge in specific fields from a young age. As adults, they work for their managers in exchange for necessary resources. If managers detect any misconduct, such as leaving designated areas or failing to arrive on time, or doing unauthorized tasks. They will be punished by withholding resources. Moreover, these beings age over time. When they are no longer suited for their work, they will be discarded. Yes. These beings are called workers. In the city, cows and horses are not called the right to work.